New roads, Emma's big decision. Hello. My name is Emma Castillo, I'm 26 years old, and I live in Seville, Spain. I want to tell you about a very important time in my life, a time full of plans, decisions, and changes. It was the year I realized that making decisions isn't always easy, but it can lead to something amazing. Let me tell you how everything started. 1. A comfortable routine. In 2048, I had a good life. I worked as a graphic designer at a small company. I lived in a quiet neighborhood, close to my parents and friends. I had a steady income, a nice apartment, and a small dog named Coco. Every day, I woke up at 7:30 a.m., walked Coco in the park, made coffee, and took the tram to work. My job was fine, and the people were kind. On weekends, I visited my grandmother or went to cafes with my best friend, Lydia. Everything seemed comfortable and safe, but something inside me felt unfinished. I often asked myself, is this what I want to do for the next 10 years? 2. An unexpected invitation. One day in May, I received an email from an old professor. He was now working at a university in Canada and was starting a new project in sustainable design. He remembered my passion for eco-friendly art and invited me to apply for a master's program in Montreal. I was surprised. Me? Study again? Move to another country? The idea sounded exciting but also scary. I opened the email 5 times that day. I started thinking, should I leave my job? Can I afford to study abroad? What will happen to Coco? What if I fail? That night, I didn't sleep. My mind was full of questions and possibilities. 3. Making a plan. Instead of making a quick decision, I created a planning board on my wall with colored notes. I divided it into sections. Pros and cons. Pros: learn something new, explore a new culture, grow professionally. Cons: expensive, far from home, difficult language. Timeline. If I applied in June and was accepted, I could start in September. Budget. I checked scholarships, part-time jobs, and savings. Important people. I needed to talk to my boss, my parents, and my friend Lydia. The more I planned, the clearer my mind became. I realized I wasn't running away. I was moving forward. 4. Talking to others. I had a long talk with my parents. At first, they were surprised and a little worried. My dad said, "You have a good job. Why change now?" But my mom looked at me and said, "You've always wanted something more. Maybe this is your chance." Then I spoke to my boss. I was nervous, but he was understanding. "Emma, we'll miss you, but I think this is a great step for you." I cried a little. Saying goodbye to a safe place is not easy. But it felt like the right decision. 5. The final step. In June, I sent the application. In July, I received a letter. "Congratulations, Emma. You are accepted into the Masters in Sustainable Design." I stood in my kitchen, holding the letter. My dog looked at me, and I laughed. "Coco, we're moving to Canada." I found a pet-friendly apartment near the university and booked our flights. I also joined online groups to meet other students before arriving. I didn't know exactly what the future would be like, but I had a plan, and a heart full of hope and curiosity. 6. A new beginning. Arriving in Montreal was like stepping into a dream. The city was colorful, multicultural, and full of life. My new classmates were from all over the world: Brazil, India, Nigeria, Germany. The first weeks were hard. The weather was colder. The French language was difficult. But little by little, I adjusted. I walked with Coco in snowy parks, cooked meals with friends, and spent hours in the library working on design projects. One day, after a class, I sat by the river and thought. I made the right choice. I missed Seville sometimes. I missed my family and friends. But I was also growing in new ways. 7. Looking back, moving forward. Now, it has been almost a year since I made that big decision. I will finish my program in 2 months, and I already received a job offer from a design company in Vancouver. Will I accept it? Maybe. Or maybe I will return to Spain with new skills and ideas. I don't have all the answers, but now I know one thing for sure. Making plans is important. But being brave enough to follow them, that changes your life. 8. What about you? Now I ask you. Have you ever made a big decision that changed your life? What plans do you have for the next year? Are there things you want to do, but fear is stopping you? Take time to think, make a plan, and listen to your heart. The right decision may be waiting for you, just like mine was. Thanks for reading my story.